The first thing we're going to do in making our game is to set up the stage and the backdrop. So we click on Stage and then we click on Upload Backdrop from File. From the folders that we see, obviously we choose the Light Cycle folder. And next we click on backdrop.jpg and then click on Open. This will open up the backdrop file into our game. What we need to do next is to resize this backdrop so it takes up the full width and height of the screen. To do this, we go to the backdrops editor section, click on Convert to Vector, click on the Select tool, select the backdrop image, and then zoom out as far as we can, and then we start resizing this backdrop. Keep resizing it. I'm just going to reduce the size of the stage so I can see the full backdrop image. It may mean pushing the image towards the top left corner so we can get a full resize. Each time as you resizing, take a look at what's going on the left side. You can see that the backdrop is still not covering the full height of the stage. As you move your cat around, you can see that the cat is, or the backdrop rather, is taking up the width of the screen, and it's positioned at the top, but at the bottom we still got some space. So we're going to continue editing it. Move it towards the top left, drag to resize, and then move it down again. All right, let's have a look at the screen, and that looks about right. The next thing we're going to do is to create some variables. So we go to Scripts and go to the Data tab. Here we're going to create the first variable, which we're going to call Game Status. This variable will control the status of the game. In other words, it will tell the sprites in our game whether the game is active or it's paused. Next, we'll make a variable for player 1 score, which will obviously keep track of the score for player 1. And next, player 2 score, which will keep track of player 2's score. Next, we uncheck these because we don't need them to be displayed on the screen. Finally, we go to Events and drag across a green flag. Alright, so when the game starts, this backdrop is going to do a few things. The first thing it's going to do is that it's going to set all our variables to 0. So game status, player 1 score, as well as player 2 score. The next thing that the backdrop is going to do is that it's going to control the playing of the background music. So all of that will take place from the backdrop. So we need to go and import the background music for our game. So we go to Sounds, delete the pop sound, click on Upload Sound from File, and then we select background music.wave. Click on Open, and that music will be displayed on our screen. Now that we have the background music uploaded to our game, we're going to add a script to play the game continuously until the game ends. To do this, we go to Control, and then we add a forever. Inside the forever, we're going to add another piece. So we go to Sound, and then we're going to drag this piece across. Play sound background music until done. And that's about it. Let's test this and see if everything is going fine. So we click on the green flag, and you can hear your background music is playing. So the stage is set, the music is set. Now we start building the rest of our game. Now before you proceed, remember to save your game. So you go to File and click on Save. Go into the Light Cycle folder and save this game as Light Cycle.